Good morning, everyone. Well, it's going to be hot across all of Iowa today, but the highest temperatures and highest humidity are going to be in the western half of the state today. So let's take a look at what it's going to be feeling like this afternoon. Again, nowhere good, but notice how it gets worse from east to west. So feeling like 96 this afternoon in Davenport, 99 in Waterloo, 99 in Mason City, and then look at the triple digits, 103 in Fort Dodge, and how about Sioux City? It looks like it could feel like 106 this afternoon. So particularly where you have those feels like temperatures in the triple digits, this is one of those extra hot days. This is the kind of heat that can get the best of you. So the best strategy for this afternoon, spend it inside in the AC. If you do have to be out this afternoon though, drink plenty of water and take some breaks, at least in the shade. As far as the hottest part of the day, that's looking like 4 o'clock this afternoon. And notice that high temperatures will be in the upper 90s, but because of that humidity, that's why it's going to be feeling like the triple digits. And notice there's not as big a difference between the high temperatures and the feels like temperatures in the eastern part of the state. Also got to talk about the difference in wind across the state today. So in the western part of the state, where we're going to have those highest feels like temperatures, it's going to be windy, gusts 30, 35 miles per hour. In the central part of the state, we'll call it breezy, gusts 20, 25, and there's actually not going to be much wind in the far eastern part of the state. Notice still dry, no chance of rain during the day today. In fact, even during the early evening hours, it looks like we're still probably going to be dry. Here's 10 o'clock, and notice the activity over in South Dakota. And I think that's where the best chance of storms are, and a chance for severe storms as well. However, that activity is going to be pushing to the south and east, and it is possible that there might still be some stronger storms around when the activity rolls into places like Sioux City. Now, this high resolution model, not too impressed with it, but there are still a couple models leaving the chance for some stronger storms rolling into the far northwestern part of the state. So I will mention the chance, but notice it's not a guarantee even that you're going to see rain in the northwestern part of the state because there are some gaps showing up. And I just want to mention the chance that the activity that is there is going to be a combination of showers and storms and perhaps some severe storms, so the chance is looking low. Now, this is at 1 a.m. Again, this is late tonight, and so that's why the threat is not high, because it looks like storms will be peaking in intensity farther to the north and west. I do think that activity is going to continue to push to the southeast, but here we are at 4 a.m., and by this point, it's probably mostly going to be showers, maybe a few weak storms, and then this activity may linger into the early morning hours tomorrow in the central part of the state. But at this point, it is not going to be much, and I do think the vast majority of us are probably going to have a dry morning commute. So the severe threat is greatest, I do want to stress, over in South Dakota and Nebraska for late this afternoon, early this evening. However, with those storms pushing in late tonight to the northwestern part of the state, Sioux City is included in the marginal risk, level 1 out of 5. Notice Mason City, Waterloo, Des Moines not included in the severe threat. And even for the Sioux City area, if you do get a thunderstorm, it's most likely just going to be some heavy rain and lightning. However, if the outside chance there could be an overachieving storm that could produce wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour and penny-sized hail. Not done yet. Still got to talk about tomorrow. So this is going to be a cold front that's working across the state. So notice that by the late morning hours, any leftover showers that are going to be around in the early morning are going to be gone. But we're going to see new activity fire up in the late afternoon along the front. So what that means is some relief. Some of the places that are going to be the hottest today, like Sioux City, not as hot tomorrow. Looking like temperatures are only going to top out possibly in the upper 80s in Sioux City. Meanwhile, though, look what's happening in the far eastern part of the state. How about 98 degrees at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon in the Quad Cities and more humidity? So yeah, those feels like temperatures in the triple digits coming back. As far as winds go, not much wind in the western part of the state, still breezy for the central and eastern part of the state tomorrow. And so new activity firing up around 4 o'clock. However, looking like a peak in the activity during the evening hours. So here we are at 7 o'clock, and notice best chance of rain looking like Iowa City, Waterloo, Dubuque. And then for the Quad Cities, looking like the best chance of rain around 10 o'clock. And notice we're seeing some shades of red showing up. So we are talking about thunderstorms, and yes, once again, a small chance for some severe storms. This is going to be the peak of the activity around Quad Cities, and then as we get even later in the night, notice by 1 a.m. we are completely dry across the state. So for tomorrow, and again, particularly focused in the evening hours, we do have another marginal risk of storms from Waterloo, Des Moines, and areas to the south and east, including Muscatine, Davenport, and Moline. So, again, marginal risk. So, what's most likely? Just some heavy rain and lightning, but could be a couple of storms that overachieve that could produce wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour and penny-sized hail. Still time for this to change a little bit, so look for an update tomorrow morning.